Hey guys, this is Gundam Freedom, and today I'll be doing a review on the 10144 high grade Gundam Deathscythe version EW. This kit was originally the high grade Deathscythe Hell EW version, so I just converted it into the normal Deathscythe EW version. So what I did is I gave it new shoulders. In the last review that I did for this guy, someone told me to use an accurate version or a similar shoulder armor for this kit, because in the original review I used the original Deathscythe Hell shoulders. So I dig up some of my scrap kits and I found the shoulders of the high grade Freedom, and they look and the shape is about the same as what the Deathscythe EW shoulders were. So I decided to just use those and painted the colors of the Deathscythe. And I also used some no-grade Deathscythe parts like the backpack, the V-fin, and the shield, because the original Deathscythe Hell doesn't have the backpack and the shield, and the V-fin is too small for the Deathscythe. I also painted this kit. This is not the original colors, because in the original colors they were light gray, black, and some red and yellow details. So I have to paint the legs and the upper arms into white, because they were originally white in the EW version of the Deathscythe. And also some details like the other color schemes, I decided not to follow the color scheme of the original line art of the EW version. I decided to just follow the color scheme of the original Deathscythe from the anime. So that's why the color scheme is a bit different than the normal EW version of the Deathscythe. As for stickers, there's the eye sticker, the chin sticker, which I didn't use, I just painted it. And then there were also stickers for the shield and for the chest vents, so I also decided not to use those. I just painted them. And I also added a camera lens sticker for the head, because originally they didn't come with those. So I used a metallic yellow sticker for the camera lens here on the head. First off is the shield. The shield is already glued onto the arm here, because the arm doesn't have any connection for a shield, so I just decided to just glue it onto the arm here. And it's the original Deathscythe TV version shield, so I have to paint the red and yellow trims here, as well as the claw parts here into silver, because they were originally white. And it does what the normal no-grade Deathscythe shield does. And the claws here move together with a gear inside, so just like so. And it comes with a beam effect part which is all molded in white, so I have to paint it into green. And to attach it, just slide it into the shield just like so, and that is the shield. Next up is the hand. So since this is the original high grade Gundam Wing and the Swords line, they have those polycap hands which they use for a lot of these kits. So it comes with the holding hands, which are made of polycaps again, which is not that detailed if you look at them carefully. And they have a lot of parts like the mold lines here, and they look not that good, so I don't usually use those. And it also comes with the closed fist hands, as you can see here, and the open palm hands. And the last accessory is the single blade beam scythe. The whole shaft here is molded in gray, and it's separated into two parts. I think the head is two parts and the whole handle here is a single part. So you have to close this up inside the shaft here. And the beam is all molded in yellow, so I have to paint it into fluorescent green. So that's the beam sight. And to attach it onto the hand, since it's a polycap hand, you can just slide the scythe just like so, and That is the Deathscythe with all of its accessories. Deathscythe has a single ball jointed neck, which lets the head go up about that far, not that much, and down that far, again not that much because the shape of the head, and it goes side to side a little bit and rotate about that far until the chin piece and the back of the head hits the collar pieces. For the arm, they are on a peg from the body here, which lets it rotate all the way around, and then the shoulder armor is separate from the shoulder itself, and the whole arm can go up about that far. There's no bicep swivel because the bicep is not a separate part, but there's a polycaps joint here which has a rotation here on the elbow as well as a single bend, just like so, and the wrist is on a typical ball joint which lets it rotate and wiggle around. As for the body, it's a peg here from the waist up to the mid-torso, so it doesn't have any forward and back or side-to-side motion, but it has rotation about that far because the stomach piece here is hitting the middle piece of the back skirt. As for the waist area, the front skirts are molded together so they can move up about that far. The back skirts can move up about that far and go forward and back. The back skirts doesn't move, it's fixed pose. And then the hips are on ball joints, so they can move forward about that far, go back about that far, and out to the side about that far. And then for the knee, it's on a double joint, so it can bend pretty good for a old high grade, so they can almost touch each other. And then there's no separate ankle piece for the ankles, but there's a joint here inside the ankle which is a ball joint, so it lets the foot go up about that far and then down that far, side to side that far, and rotate about that far. Here is the Deathscythe EW next to the normal Deathscythe TV version, and as you can see, this is the high grade by the way, and as you can see, they have almost the same color scheme because as I've said earlier, I used the TV version colors to make it into to do the EW version, because the EW version of the Deathscythe has a very different color scheme than the TV version, and I really don't like the color scheme of that particular Deathscythe, so I decided on just coloring it the same colors as the normal TV version. And as you can see, the difference in design, in this one is Katoki design while this one is Okawara design. And as you can see, the Katoki design has longer legs and thinner legs as opposed to the original TV version, and the feet are bigger and much pointier. The waist area is smaller, and as well as the chest, because while I'm building this kit, I thought that the chest was small, and then I looked at this kit and it has a much smaller chest area than this one, so the proportions is a bit off, I think, because in the master grade version the chest is not that small and the waist area as well, and the legs are not that long, so they made the endless waltz line a bit questionable in terms of the proportions, because the chest areas are smaller than they're supposed to and the legs are longer than they are supposed to. So yeah, and as you can see, the shoulders are different because again this was the originally this was the Freedom shoulders, so it has the same shape as the original Endless Waltz line or Endless Waltz Deathscythe, so I decided to just use that. And I used the backpack from the no grade, which is similar to what the TV version has here. In the original line art of the EW version of the Deathscythe, the backpack is a bit different, as well as the color scheme, and the shield is a lot different because it doesn't have the opening or the opening claws is a bit different in terms of mechanism than the TV version. So yeah, other differences, I think that's it. So yeah, overall this is an okay kit for its age, I guess. There's really no 1:144 scale of this kit, although there's the conversion kit that you can use for this. You need to buy the high grade Deathscythe Hell and then look for the conversion kit by B Club, which is a bit hard to find now, and it's a bit expensive if you can find one. So I decided to just use some old kits from the other line, as well as the regular high grade, no grade Deathscythe, to make it into the normal Deathscythe EW version. It's not that hard because you just need to have a normal Deathscythe TV version and other kits that looks similar, that has a similar shoulder armor as the Deathscythe EW. So yeah, so that's it for this review. I hope you guys enjoy it, and I'll see you guys again next time. Bye.